so tired. They don't have to go out too long tomorrow. Go for a couple hours tomorrow. To make without the make what you not have to go without having to make. They're not too late after we sleep in the service. Like you normally do when I'm out late doing deliveries.
Cowboys winning by more than 6.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you go from a healthy scratch to a starter. What transpires in between a healthy scratch? What happened Sunday afternoon, Monday, that you're like, oh, yeah, we start next week?
Maybe Daniel Snyder transpired. Maybe he said, we're going to start him.
Yeah, because I guess that's the reason why he's on the team, considering that Jay Gruden wanted to cut 8
Yep.
I do see the Cowboys covering the 6 points because I think Washington is not as good as you think they are, especially at the quarterback position. And what the Eagles had to find out that if you just try and rush him with 4 guys and they don't get there, he can pick you apart. Like most quarterbacks in the NFL, they're really good when there's no duress, there's no stress involved.
No stress
And if you
involved.
notice what Philly did in the second half, they started putting pressure on him. He scored 7 points in 2 quarters in the second half, as opposed to 20, and he threw for what, 258? He had the most passing yards because you talk about Dak. Oh, Dak had 200.
No, he had 380.
No, I'm saying in the first half.
Oh, in the first half.
In the first half, he had 258.
58.
Yeah. And it had 122.
122.
Yeah, in the second half, right?
Right.
So the Eagles dialed up that pressure. Now, the Cowboys are really not a pressure team because they don't really like to sacrifice their back end because they feel that they're a little challenged back there.
Just a little
they feel
challenge
they can get there
back
with 4.
there.
I don't know if they really can. But if they can put the pressure on him like I think they can, they can cause Washington some problems. And I do believe Zeke will become even more involved this week than he was last week. And so I do believe they're covered, and I'm willing to give you Washington in those 6 points.
Well, I don't bet against my team, ever. So you're going to make me root for the Redskins? That's what you want me to do? No.
Give me 10.
Sorry.
Give me 10.
Give me
I
10.
Washington.
Give me
Doing
10.
anything.
Give me, Skip. Hold on. You got Dak, the NFC player of the week.
Allow me to explain to you what's happening here.
Okay.
6 are way too many. This is all-time division rivalry.
You got a point
This,
there.
to me, is the greatest long-term rivalry in the National Football League.
not.
Yes, it is.
Bears and Packers.
No, this is. Again,
Bears
I
and
grew up in it,
Packers.
so maybe I'm a little biased, but listen, this is a blood rivalry. This is throw out the stats. This is forget the point spread because it always seems to somehow go down to the wire. I thought my team was going to win fairly easily last year, even though Dak really had nobody to throw to in that game. And even though Zeke, you want to talk about coming up small, the guy you say drives the train. Yeah, he rushed 15 times for 33 yards at Washington in week 7 last year.
Well,
15, he caught 2 for 9, 2 balls for 9 yards.
Well, Dak had an upset stomach on the field.
Okay.
Everywhere, Jenny. Yeah, you remember that, Skip? That pick 6 he threw?
He didn't throw a pick six. He
Scoop
lost the
something.
ball. He just
Scoop and score.
he just got sacked. It was 3rd
Scoop
and
and
14
score.
from the 10. He dropped back and held too long, trying to make something happen because he had no number 1
Is that Zeke's
receiver.
fault?
And the ball got knocked out of his hands, and they recovered in the end zone. But all he did in the 4th quarter, my man went full-on warrior in the 4th quarter. He threw for 120 in the 4th quarter.
That ain't
That's pretty
nothing.
good.
No, it's not.
That ain't nothing.
Oh, my God.
120.
No.
Huh. Boy, it looked like a lot of something to me. And he brought them all the way back into position. It actually got to 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line as time was about to expire. And all of a sudden, you're looking at about a 47-yard field goal for my man, Brett the Fret Maher, because I fret when Brett gets on the field.
Yeah.
But he's out there for 47. And what happens?
Y'all flinched the ball. Move the ball.
My snapper, who was in his 14th season, LP Ladusar. 14th season. So he's done this thousands of times in his career. All he does is jiggle the ball a little bit to get it ready to get a grip
can't
on
do-
it for
no
a snap.
jiggling.
They all do it. Every snapper does this. But somehow Jay Gruden had been pointing out to the referees, he messes with the football a little bit before he snaps it. They called a false start.
False start.
On my snapper in his 14th season. He's not a rookie. He's not even a second-year player.
So he should know better.
14 years in the league, and they call a false start?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Should've known
it's
better.
rigged. Something.
Ain't nobody, man.
It's
There you go. There you go.
And all of a sudden, my man Brett Maher is pushed back 5 yards to 52, and he hit it. He hit it solid.
Shank-a-potamus.
No, it wasn't shank.
Shank-a-potamus.
And he hooked it just a little bit too
Oh,
much, just a
Lordy.
little too much, and it misses the to his left upright, right? Look, he didn't even move the ball.
Yeah, he
Come
did.
on. They
That
all
was
do
a-
that.
come on, that was
They
a
all
bullshit
do
call.
that.
Should have done it.
And
That was a bullshit
You
call.
talking about that
He was pretty good. Oh, it hit the upright.
Doink.
I even forgot. It hit
Doink.
the upright.
Yeah, that's what he was trying
Okay,
to do.
and so we
Trick
lose
shot.
20-17. So Dak put them in position to get to overtime. So he will be on a mission to get even
Yeah,
this time.
yeah.
And you know what? I'll take a 1-point win because it always goes to the wire.
You know what, Skip?
Something like that will happen again Sunday. Book it.
I mean, think about it, Skip. Your guy threw for 120 yards in the fourth quarter and still barely had 200. Still barely had 200 yards.
He had 273.
So
Does that count?
So going into the fourth quarter, Jenny, he had 153. Is that good or not, Skip?
Cowboy 43, thank you very much.
153 and 3/4. So he was
The
averaging.
last time I checked, football's 4 quarters, or is it? Maybe your games were always 3 quarters.
Yeah, because we put him away. We were done. I was normally on the sideline drinking Gatorade.
Oh,
Play with the
Lordy.
Gatorade. It's good. You did a good job.
Talking to the camera.
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
to the
drinking good
crowd.
on Gatorade.
Always.
So since when is 51 yards a quarter good quarterbacking?
51 yards a quarter.
That's what he was averaging going into the fourth quarter.
Since when is 120 in the fourth not great?
He stunk it up.
He had nobody to throw to. It's Alan Hearns. Come on, really? God bless him. I'm knocking on wood. I hope he's getting fully recovered, but that's
I
it.
think he's in Miami.
Huh?
I think he made the squad in Miami.
All right. So he's throwing to Measly Beasley. Threw to
Don't do
Beasley.
that, Skip.
You know,
You
Gallup
like
was just a
Measly
baby.
Beasley.
He's throwing to Jeff Swaim. Remember Jeff Swaim?
Hold on. Was Michael Gallup on that team last
Yeah,
year?
he was on there.
What
Just
happened?
a baby. He caught 3 balls for
Oh,
81
God.
yards. It was pretty good.
What
He was
about-
starting to show flashes.
What about Shannon Jarwin Sharp? What was he doing to the
I don't
team?
know.
What happened to him?
They hadn't discovered him yet.
Oh, they had discovered him. Yeah,
But then
okay.
now they've discovered him to the point that Dak says he just might be the best athlete.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this don't work. Let's get open for business, and let's wake up the football gods here on this Friday night. And you know what? It's a shame. I'm hoping that they just pay him to be the babbling Mr. Ed. Oh, Skip, come on. He only had, 270 yards in the whole game. You know how many yards Jimmy Garoppolo had last week? 186. You know how many yards Kirk Cousins had last week? 98. Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. I don't even know, but I know it wasn't a lot because that was about one of the ugliest games. And it wasn't won by Aaron freaking Rodgers. It was won by their defense. It's just no matter what happens, no matter what, Shannon Sharp is going to be the babbling idiot, the Mr. Ed. Come on, man. Come on. Why can't you give the man just a little bit of credit? Or is that just the way it's got to be that literally we just have to be direct opposites and we only can make money if we talk about the Dallas Cowboys? But here it is. It's Washington, Dallas week. And it's not very often that I agree with Skip. But he's right about Washington, Dallas. Throw the records, throw everything you think you know out the damn window because this stuff is crazy. I remember, I can't remember what year it was, but I remember the Cowboys being up 13-0. And it was the fourth quarter. And my wife was like, well, we can go to bed now. I said, nah, baby. Nah. This is Redskins, Dallas. Anything can frickin' happen. And damn if they didn't get 2 scores late in the fourth quarter and beat us. And I'll tell you what, I've seen some strange things happen in this thing. Like that finish we saw last year. That was one of those ones that could have gone either way. We should have been able to take care of business, but the Washington Redskins, they were playing good the first half of the season. But in that game, all hell was going wrong and everything else. Dak, got sacked on the 1 yard line, fumble, gave him the ball, and still we had a chance. We went down the field and ran 2 plays in a minute and settled for a long field goal. And then, of course, something that never gets called against the Dallas Cowboys. Go figure. Just like last week against the Giants when Pollard was called for lowering his head. Unnecessary roughness on the running back. Paul Hamilton Jr., thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate it. And shout out to the people who are watching on Facebook, on Joe Boo Sports Report, on Cowboy Joe Boo, on the Power of 4. Did I miss one of them? I've been waiting. I thank you guys so much for watching. Now, the only problem is all you people on Facebook, I appreciate the support and everything, but I can't read all the comments like I can on YouTube. I can see you guys here. I see Freddie Dominguez there. I see Dave Roberts. Dave, I don't know where the team's been. I don't know where the team's going this year. They're not going to the same hotel. They're going someplace else. I see Kelly up in there. I see Freddie Dominguez, Kelly Collins, all you people, Dave Roberts. Thanks for being part of the comments and stuff. But if you really want to be seen, subscribe to Joe Boo Sports Report, Mark Holmes, and that way you'll get notified whenever I upload, because I don't upload everything always to Facebook. And we're going to have a busy weekend this week. It's going to be busy. In fact, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to be a tease here. I'm going to be a tease. Here we go. The first ever Joe Boo Sports Report barbecue cam. That's right. Right now, for about 3.5 hours, I've got 107 pounds of pork shoulders that's in there smoking right now. I'll be up most of the night, making sure we got plenty of smoke and everything, so that way I can go ahead and take care of getting the stuff together. Why is the flag on my front porch upside down? I think actually it's my camera is just photographing backwards. I think. Go take a look at it, Michael. I don't think if it's been upside down, it's been upside down for several years now. Well, you can come on over. We'll be in Red Zone Lot on Sunday. But there's more. I got to go buy 150 pounds of chicken wings tomorrow. Because we're going to have Joe Boo wings. Rashid. Come on, Rashid. Rashid. We were rusty. Come on. Oh, God. Poor. Rashid. Rashid, come on.
Where is it?
You've been in the basement. You've been basement bitches the last 2 years, and you're headed to the basement again. Just admit it. Your team is bad.
3 times.
Your team is bad, and you're rebuilding. There's no shame in that. No shame.
3-time basement champions.
Okay, look, Michael Anthony, look.
You see what you could have had if you would have won.
Oh my God, just lucky. Oh my God.
You are lucky.
Rashid.
Look.
Come on, man.
Daniel Jones even looked bad for that one series.
Right.
And
Your savior came out and fumbled the damn ball. But you know what, Rashid, that's okay. Because you're not going to steal my thunder because we got the W. You are last week's news, okay?
He's still going to be at the tailgate, though.
Mark, we meet at Hotel Frontage. Help smash the subscribe button. Rashid, you're going to be here on Sunday, right? You're going to come in and watch a real team play?
Or 2 real teams.
Purge Squad, thank you very much for the super chat. Before I get to the Cowboys talking to the Dolphins, I got to handle some business here. You know, I got to be honest with you. Sometimes they make it hard out here for a pimp. Actually, let me see if I can find it here. I'm upset right now. I'm really and truly upset because check this out. Brian LaRosa is an artist, okay?
I need to get his number.
Tell me that's not badass. Can you guys see that? Purge Squad, okay? Joe Boo look, the football on the skewer, okay? Game Day We Feast with a bit of voodoo. I was trying to make this into a T-shirt, just like I tried to make the Racing Lizards, because that's another one he did that was the bomb. And it got kicked back because it's too close to the Dallas Cowboys, they said. Now the star, but there was no star.
No, it's the jersey. Might be the jersey.
But he's got the star on this time. I can get the star, but
No,
but actually, what
I think it's
it,
the jersey color too, because close to the Dallas Cowboys jersey color.
maybe that's it. But either way, I was trying to make that a Joe Bush T-shirt, but we're gonna try and get him to redesign it a little bit, so maybe change the color a little bit, and
The star, I think's okay.
definitely get a star. But I think we need to call it something different instead of Purge Squad, because I think the Cowboys are actually licensing the names when they say stuff like that. So whatever it is, we're gonna try.
They license that too.
We're gonna try to see if we can get that thing together. So hopefully we can, because I got some different shirts and stuff.
Purge Squad too.
That's what I said, Purge Squad. I was thinking about calling it Joe Boo Squad, because that doesn't say Purge. Joe Boo Squad, and everybody can kind of get it. So we're gonna work on that. But if you do want to get some Joe Boo shirts, so I've had some people that have been asking me and stuff. It's my site is Teespring store, Cowboy Joe Boo store. So if you do that, if you go there and
You know what you could do?
hold on, Mike, I'm talking here. Okay, let me flip channels here, cameras, and so I can boom. If you use, okay, pull that one. Okay, pull that one. If you use that discount code 2019 run, you'll get 10% off on the shirts. Okay, so I've got the Power 4, I've got Cole Pizzle, Cow Patty. God, did I say his? Oh my God, I said his name on air. No. Okay, no. I got Cow Patty on there. I got CSI Joe Boo, and I've got the Power of 4. So if you want to get one of those, go ahead. Definitely, the discount code is good through Sunday. So definitely. Where can I get a Cowboys hater kiss this shirt? You can probably get one made real easily, but I would just look on the internet and you should be able to find something. Okay, so just 10. We'll see what the next promotion that they have is out there, man. Come on, man. Giants going to struggle to get 4 wins. Well, that's probably true. Cowgirls suck, got luck, no Linehan. Rashid, how do you call it luck when we've got, 9 touchdowns in 2 games against you? Luck would be like the Redskins getting that victory against us last year. Ass whipping is 9 touchdowns. We need that hotel footage. Well, I'll do my best to see what I can do to get you coverage. Okay, I'm going to try and work some mojo. Find out what believe me. I'm going to be up all night with the barbecue. Okay, I'm going to be up all night with the barbecue. So we'll see where that goes. But anyway, the Dallas Cowboys, Stephen Jones. I always say pay attention to Stephen Jones. Jerry, he says a lot of things. Does a lot of things. He's great for, sound bites. He's great for content and everything else. But it's not always factual with everything that he says. Sometimes he gets a little bit ahead of himself or ahead of where things were. Last week after the Cowboys looked great, he said, hey, we're going to have that deal done soon. I'm not going to say the word because I keep saying, my dyslexia or my English pronunciation always messes up. So I'm not going to say exactly his quote because I'll say intimate and they'll be like, intimate? Are we sleeping with the guy? I just can't. It's one of those words I just can't get. Forgive me. I'm a name butcher or a word butcher. That's what I do. But we see where the contract negotiations are right now. Right now, of course, we don't know where they are, but they're not done. But you can see that Dak Prescott is not in a real big hurry because, hey, you didn't want to hurry up and pay me before. That's okay. That's all right. I got my side gig, which is paying pretty good. I got $50 million on there. Big spokesmen for Pepsi, of course, yogurt companies, he's everywhere. He is becoming the face of the NFL. And I can guarantee that if the Cowboys don't want to pay him, I guarantee somebody else will. Kirk Cousins, who got 98 yards. Well, hell, he got $28 million a year. So what do you think? Eric, I wish I knew what hotel they were staying at, but I'm going to try and find. If I find out that I can, how much is 150 pounds? The chicken wings are basically in 40-pound boxes. Actually, it'll be 160, and it's about $80 a box. So you can kind of calculate that up. E2 late on at the same time as you. He's on. E2 Blue's on now? Really? E2 Blue knows what hotel? Oh, okay. Okay, anyway. Back to, look, I see praying hands there, or high fives, whichever way you want to look at it. Stephen Jones says player acquisition is a 365-day-a-year job. You never are satisfied with what you have. You are always looking to see if you can get better. And this Dallas Cowboy team, in the course of the last 4 years, since 2015, has been completely rebuilt. They haven't said we've been rebuilding, but they have been completely rebuilt. Take a look at it. Quarterback, running back, wide receivers, okay? The only holdovers you have are some offensive linemen, Sean Lee, Jason Witten. Everybody else is a youngster. They're a pup. They're still wet behind the ears. And that's the way the Cowboys are doing stuff. So they are looking to say, Taco, you haven't done much. We got a lot of defensive linemen. We got a lot of defensive ends. Maybe this is a guy we can get something for. Oh, my God, Rashid. You just need some attention, don't you? I'm sorry.
You know what's even worse, though?
What?
His girl's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh, man. So your girlfriend's a Cowboy fan, so she's been beating up on you all week, huh? All week? She's been going. I can see it now, Rashid. You're asleep.
I think she says
And she gets sorry over you and says, "How about them Cowboys?" Right? Oh, there's Law Nation. Law, somebody said they heard that you were coming up. Are you coming up, Law? Law, I would love for you to come up for our tailgate. I got people that have been emailing me left and right. I have no idea how many people it's going to be. I know Cowboys Experience has like 100 people that are coming up from like North Carolina and stuff. So I right there. And I know last year we had about 150. I got people from New Jersey, from North Carolina and stuff like that are talking about going from California. That's where I'm not sleeping between now and Sunday night. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of people to feed. So, Law, if you're coming in, man, I would love to see you come in. Let me turn on the Skype just in case you're coming in, so that way I hear it. So, they've been talking to the Miami Dolphins. Mika Fitzpatrick is not happy in Miami. He looks at the team that has basically let everybody go. They're bad and wants to go someplace else. This is only his second year. His rookie year, let's look at the stats here. His rookie year, he started. Chaz Jewell, where you been, man? Thank you very much for that super chat. His rookie year, he's had 80 tackles, 51 solos, 2 tackles for a loss, and 9 pass defenses with 11 starts as a rookie. Not bad for safety. So the Cowboys admitted that they have talked to them, that they definitely have talked to them about Mika Fitzpatrick. Now, the question you said, because I know everybody will say, hey, great, trade Taco for Mika Fitzpatrick. Yeah, that would be great in theory, but I got to be honest, if you look at Taco's stats, Taco has potential, but has yet to show it on the field. He showed a little bit more this preseason that made you say, okay. Yeah, Foots is supposed to be coming. E2 Blue will be there. Michael Anthony Fitness. Ed Oliver's supposed to come over there. Solar's supposed to be there. Joe Boo will be there. My man Barry from Cowboys Experience. fan club from North Carolina is going to be there.
That championship belt's going to be there.
Can I start for the Cowboys? Dre, come on, man. Dre. My old ass. I'm 54. That's older than Tom Brady. Come on, man. Come on, man. Could I start?
Oh, yeah, it's a little 10 years.
Come on. I could probably play end guard tackle for him. Sit at the end of the bench, guard the water bucket, and tackle anybody who gets near it. That's about the best I could do at this point, at my age. But thank you for asking on that one. But anyway, Taco. Potential. Trade for Earl Thomas.
Did you see what Earl Thomas did this weekend?
Right.
He got an interception.
Yeah.
He was the defense.
Okay, here's the difference. Okay. Let me give you the reasons why you'd go for Mika Fitzpatrick versus Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas, they want 2 number ones for him.
Mika Fitzpatrick is a young pup. Yeah, Frog, I did play at JMU. Mika Fitzpatrick is only on his 2nd year. You know what his cap number is for this year? Do you? $2.9 million. Next year it's only 3.7. Then you got him a 4th year for 4.4. You could put those next 3 years together and they still won't be as much as what Earl Thomas is getting for 1 year. And he's a lot younger. So as my man Denzel said, in glory, I'm going to kind of change it a little bit. Mika Fitzpatrick's a bargain, man. He can take a tackle just like Earl Thomas, but for a quarter of the price. Earl Thomas, yeah, you know, he's still got it as long as he can stay on the field, but he's a lot older and a lot more expensive. JJ Thriller, thank you very much for the super chat with all the stickers. I appreciate that. So I would go, I got no problem with that. But you're not getting a straight up trade for Taco. You might get Taco and something else, you know, just to get cap relief, because basically their salaries would be pretty much interchangeable. His salary is really nice. I mean, you're talking about team friendly as a mother, because most of his money was paid in the front end, you know, with his guaranteed money, his signing bonus and all that. This, he's barely making more than Dak Prescott right now. So looking at it from the standpoint of him being young, from him looking pretty good. Oh, there's another Redskin, my cousin. Do I still? Oh, hell yeah, we need the cooler, man. We need the cooler. But I might just wait till you show up to go ahead and load it up with the food and things. If I have time, I'll see if I can get it from you. That's my cousin, Daniel. He's going as well. So we have a few Redskin fans that are going to be there. We got a stinking Giant fan, Ed Oliver. Taco's worse than Claiborne. Yeah, well, you know, Ed, you signed Claiborne. You want Taco? You know.
Taco's on the market.
Ed. Okay, hold, okay. Everybody, now listen. Understand, I talk a little bit of trash, but you know, all these other YouTubers are like family to me. Ed Oliver, I've met him at Redskins training camp. Really, really nice guy and stuff and everything like that. Hate your team. They suck. I hate your team. But Ed, you're okay. But I just want to know, Ed, are you going to wear that division championship hat to the game? Are you going to wear that one? I don't mean to joke on you, but it's kind of like what, damn, can't think of his name. You're a D-back. Damn, what is his name? Oh, Fudge. Not Fred Smoot. God. I'm getting old and having a brain fart. But one of your cornerbacks was in the Pro Bowl. Damn, he just... D'Angelo Hall. D'Angelo Hall was the MVP in the Pro Bowl. He made sure on his truck, Pro Bowl MVP. Big ass letters. Come on, man. It's a Pro Bowl. Come on, man. NFC East champs a long time ago. Okay, so in my mind, I got no problem if the Cowboys make a trade and throw in a draft pick. Because think about this. We know at the draft the year before, they had thought about giving up a second-round pick. Then they offered a third. We know that, last offseason they were talking about a second-round pick. Seattle wanted a first. So in my mind, let's say this. If Taco and a third-round pick goes for this guy, at this price, that's a bargain. And even if you don't feel that he is the guy to start, look at the rotation that you have. Felix Laura, long time no see. Thank you very much for the super chat. I would love that because you can never have enough good players on your team. And understand, people are going to get nicked up. People are going to get hurt. Jeff Heath got a little nicked up there. Trayvon Austin is going to be out this week. So I'm all in because I believe this is a season that you're going to try and sell out and do everything you can, because I look at this and I say, well, the Giants aren't real good, but they can still beat you. I tried to keep a straight face. Rashid, I'm sorry. I tried to keep Organic Hemp Life. Thank you very much for the super chat. Rashid, I don't mean to joke on you, man. I mean, I know your helmet's over here in the dumpster. Okay? I know it's in there. But you're my boy. But come on. Rashid, it's time for you to get real, man. It's time for you to get real. But anyway, I was saying that all these other YouTubers that, we can be friends even though we don't like each other's teams. Because for me, it takes me back to being a kid and seeing my father with his cousins and, my uncles and friends that were Redskin fans, and my dad being Mark Stepnowski is hurt again. I'm lost on that one. But we can still be friends. So Ed's going to be there. We'll be joking on him and talking a little trash one way or the other. Or he'll be talking trash against us. But don't sleep on these Washington Redskins. I have seen too many times that crazy things that have happened. I mean, let's be honest. 2015 was one of the strangest games I have ever seen. To think that the Redskins had a lead. Tim Russell, thank you very much for that super chat. They had a lead. We punted to them. We had no quarterback. We had Matt Castle. We hadn't won a single game since Tony Romo went out. And here it is. The Redskins have the lead late in the fourth quarter. We punt the ball. And Deshaun Jackson catches the punt and runs backwards on the punt. Fumbles the football. We recover it, kick a field goal, and we win it. We scored one touchdown in the damn game, which kind of summed up the quarterbacks that we had besides Tony Romo. One damn touchdown, but we won. I remember against Kirk Cousins and the Redskins, sitting in the end zone, knowing that this game was over. I don't know if you remember. Oh, Mike's got headphones on. But the Redskins up a score, driving with Kirk freaking Cousins, okay? Driving in the red zone, about to go up 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. And what did Kirk Cousins do? Kirk Cousins threw a pick in the end zone. We drive the length of the field, and Alfred Morris ends up being the running score for a touchdown. So when you see that point spread of 6 points, don't sleep on this. The Redskins Cowboys always go down to the end. Just go ahead. Oh, man. See, no, I'm not going to be that arrogant, man. I'm not going to. No. We're not going to. No. Giants serve too. Bird. Okay. I see you guys you guys are feeling it today. Vash says, we don't pull the trigger. He said, we're good at defensive back area, and we also need our 2020 picks. Well, Damian Cook, we can all have a difference of opinion. He also said La'el Collins was crap and his, one of the worst tackles in football. But I believe he didn't give up a single pressure last week, did he? Huh. Interesting. Everybody's got a difference of opinion. To me, here's the thing. I'll put it. I'll put it like this, Damian. Here's the reason why I look at it like that. Because with him only having 1 year under his belt, okay, do you honestly feel that safety is perfect on our team? That we're good, or would you say let's draft a safety next year? Because let's say hypothetically, let's say it costs you. Okay, let's say worst case, that it's a second round pick for him. You got a guy in his first year that had 80 tackles on the Miami Dolphins. You put that guy on this defense with a Chris Richard, what do you think you'll get from him? Because that's better than what we're getting from our safeties currently that are on the roster. To me, that's an upgrade. And with him only being a second-year player, it's like you drafted him. So I don't have a problem giving that up for him, as opposed to, say, an Earl Thomas where you're looking at a big contract and an aging guy. This guy, you'd have him for 3 years, dirt cheap. You couldn't get a free agent for that. Hell, you probably played George Iloka almost that kind of money for what he's getting paid right now. So to me, that's just you drafting that guy first. And in the same way, when you talk about Amari Cooper, I'll put it this way with Amari Cooper. Think about this. Amari Cooper's only 25. Now, he cost you a pretty penny because he is a veteran, but he's only 25, and wide receivers play well into their 30s. So from that standpoint, if you had drafted one of the wide receivers in the first round, sorry, there's none of those guys that can play like Amari Cooper. So I look at it as we're not giving away a draft pick. We're just using that draft pick now on a guy that can help us right now. Where's Jobu's rum? Oh, we save Jobu's rum for Sundays. We release him on Sunday. So we're not letting him go ahead. You know, we let him just kind of get a little bit thirsty, so to speak. And then come Sunday, we release the Kraken. Actually, I shouldn't say release the Kraken because, well, he's not on our team anymore. I disagree, Mr. Speed, because we're actually pretty good at corners. Understand, you need that safety who can be basically a hybrid linebacker in the run game. You need that guy that can really tackle. You need that guy that can actually make plays because it's really that is the guy. Where's Jobu's store? Jobu's store is actually Teespring's Jobu's store. So, you know, you still have to have a great safety. He is only 25 mark, but we've only won 3. Yes, Dallas Portman, I agree with you. But we've been to the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. We've had 3 winning seasons. We've turned over the roster completely. And now we actually have a much better coaching staff than what we've had in past years. Let's think about, okay, understand this. The 90s, we were ahead of the curve because of the trade, Herschel Walker trade. We got picks galore. And that enabled us to get some great talent because we had some great picks. I don't know that we would have been as good without that trade. Let's be honest with this, okay? That team was great. Problem was, one, you got rid of Jimmy Johnson. And you did not have the staff that replaced those players. We did what we've been doing. Jenny B. Brown Scott, thank you very much for that super chat. Which is what we did from like 2005 to 2012. We kept thinking, we're close. We get this free agent here. We get this guy here. You know, we make a trade for a Roy Williams. You know, we'll go ahead and we'll bring in a T.O. We'll go ahead and get a Brandon Carr. We kept reaching for this guy and that guy for thinking that we could just get over the hump. You look at the puppet coaches that Jerry Jones brought into the game. Okay? Sorry. You know, there were Cowboys family and things like that, but it wasn't really a great coaching staff, and Jerry Jones really had his hands into it. Jerry Jones has 2 suites. He has his big party suite. I think it seats about 150 people. Jerry, I'm still waiting for my invite. Just one. Just one. Or better yet, if we get to the Super Bowl, just let me ride over on the yacht, okay? I'm serious, Jerry. I'm serious. I'm serious, Jerry. And then he's got his GM suite. with a phone that went down the field. But I'm not sure that Jerry Jones uses that suite that much anymore. I want to pay attention, and anybody's there, look and see how often you see him up in there. Because as we know about the negotiations on the contract, that's Stephen Jones. That's Stephen Jones who's doing that. Victor, don't come in here starting no stuff, man. Where's your apology? Apology for what? Because, Victor, you've been getting like a little crazy out there, and I've gotten to the point now where I'm not taking crazy anymore. We're just not doing that. This is the football season. I don't need crazy, okay? I got idiots out there that email me all kinds of stuff. I'm turning that stuff over to the police. I have warned that person about constantly coming up with this stuff. Once you've been warned, I found out after talking to the authorities, once you ask them to stop, that's when they can go after that ass. Now, Victor, I've talked to you on the phone. You seem like you're okay some of the time. But don't come in acting a fool, because we got a lot of people that aren't here for foolishness, okay? So be cool. Be cool, Victor, okay? Arondo Holmes. Hey, what's happening? Oh, wait. Is that you, Arondo? My brother? That's the second time you said I love you. You never say that might be another troll.
It probably is.
If you're Rondo Holmes, what's your nickname? Put that up there.
I don't even know that.
What's happening, Joseph? Oh, and Joseph, Alfred Morgan, thank you very much for the super chat. What we're going to do is Joseph Heatherly, great supporter, great fan of the channel and stuff. He is like my brother. In fact, okay, I got to give this watch away. I hope you guys don't mind a used watch, but he sent this as a giveaway, but I absolutely positively love it. Even though I got food on it. I think I got some pork barbecue on it. It's got a cowboy star on it. When you turn it, the star lights up. I don't want to let it go. I wore it to the Giant game, and I think that I have to wear it for good luck. If I don't wear it, that maybe.
You got the belt, so we're good.
Laugh out loud. It's me, bro. No. What's your nickname? Okay, Rondo. What's the nickname? Because if you're Rondo, you know the nickname. Much love from Tampa. I appreciate it. Okay, so where were we? Okay, we'll let that show. Anyway, we're gonna be doing some giveaways, courtesy of Joseph Heatherly, because Joseph has actually given me Corbina. Ah, okay. All right. That's not your nickname, but that is a name that, okay. All right, so maybe it is you. I'll take it. I still don't think that's you, Rondo. I really don't think that's you. Well, this was actually a fan club that I used to be in. A Dallas Cowboy fan group, and this is the shirts they had years ago. So, Tariq Salam, I never said Patrick was Deion Sanders, because there's a big difference between the two. See, evidently, Tariq, you don't know much about football, because Deion Sanders was a cornerback, and Deion Sanders couldn't tackle anybody and refused to tackle anybody. I don't want Deion Sanders as a cornerback. But Mika Fitzpatrick, there's no audio. There's no audio? You sure about that? I'm looking at it and I'm seeing audio. Hold up. We them boys. Somebody, is anybody, you're the only person, I think you're, Joseph, I think you're pulling my leg, because nobody else is saying that. I think you need to hit the Adrian T. Thank you very much for the super chat. And Joseph, actually, hold it. Joseph. Why did that freeze up on me? Okay, Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulties here on my screen in front of me. Ah! Okay. That screen's froze. Let me change up here. You can hear me? Okay, good. I forever get people that are always trying to trick me and stuff. So I'm like, oh, crap. Because I'm looking at the sound bars in front of me, and it looks like they're there. So maybe dude has not hit the thing. Hold it. Let me reboot this real quick. And I'll pull up the chat over here. Okay. Apologize. Hey, when this happens. I have got to replace that computer. That computer, unfortunately, is old and slow like me, and so from time to time it freezes. I actually have to use 4 computers for this whole setup, which is crazy when you think about it. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on in here. Eventually, what I need to do is just get a desktop gaming computer on steroids, basically, that'll have enough power to run multiple things at the same time. Not a chance, Victor. There we go. Victor, your girlfriend broke. I can understand why your girlfriend broke up with you, Victor, because you get to be a little crazy. So you got to learn to kind of tone things down a bit because people don't want crazy. They really don't. Let me. I got to check in on something real quick. Okay, got to check the barbecue cam. I think I need to add some more wood chips out there for it. Cheeto, I heard. Yeah, they That's supposedly I heard the same thing about Cheeto on that. The NFL after the game gave him a drug test because he was clocked at basically going. I think they said 22 miles an hour is actually how fast he was running when he caught up to Barkley and made the tackle. So they're like, whoa, 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 let's check this dude out. Yeah, that can't be real, but no, that was real. He hopefully there was no positive result from it because if it was, we would have heard about it. Not a chance, Victor. Sorry, I'm trying to get my. Everything's freezing up on me today. What is the problem? Oh, yeah, we're smoking like crazy. Mika is a mama's boy. Okay. Well, I tell you what. I have no problem with the guy that got 80 tackles last year, 50 some on his own. I'm smoking at 220 and until I get the pork to 190 degrees. The first 150 degrees, getting it up there, goes actually pretty quick in comparison to from 150 to 190 literally takes hours. So I'm going to be up most of the night. Might go check the pork. Yeah, actually, if you guys don't mind, I just need to go put a little bit more smoke up in there. Let me just do one thing. Okay. Would you guys have a problem with me going to check the pork real quick? Just add a little. Come to Long Beach. Maybe I want to go out to LA next time I visit my daughter.
I went to Long Beach.
Okay. Hold that thought, guys. I'll be right back in 1 second, okay? You guys can watch on that cam. Be right back.
Come here, Oscar. I know I heard you. You didn't nails cut to death. Come here. You want to get your nails cut? Come on. Come on. Come here, Oscar. Come on, dogs. I'll cut your nails. Come on.
Okay, I'm back. Did you guys see it? All right. I'm back. I hope I didn't lose everybody. And I also rebooted the computer over here, so hopefully I can get my chat back. Cowboys Eli, thank you very much. I appreciate that super chat. We're working hard to try and get this stuff together. How'd those look? How did that barbecue? You're not trading by. I wouldn't trade by. Who said trade Byron Jones?
Jones about to get paid.
No.
Well, about to get paid.
Well, okay, Mike, you bring up an interesting point here with Byron. Okay, here's my take.
About to get paid.
Here is my take with Byron Jones. Okay, you know we got to pay. We got to pay Dak. Okay, and we got to pay Amari. Both of those, you know, are going to eat up the rest of the cap room, because what they've done with Zeke's contract, as well as Jalen Smith, as well as Lyle Collins, is they've actually created extra cap space for the team. Chaz Jewell, thank you very much for the super chat.
They haven't already given us 50 options.
They've actually created more space where you can get Dak Prescott signed. Now, with Byron Jones, here's what I think is going on with the Cowboys, because they could have paid DeMarcus Lawrence sooner than they did. They franchise tagged him and said, you know, basically we're going to make you prove it. And so they did. He proved it after having one really, really good season. He had to do it a second time. So with Byron Jones, I think we're in the same spot with him as well, because if you think about where Byron Jones has been, Byron Jones was not great until last year. And Byron Jones was, you know, one of the best cornerbacks in football for about 3/4 of the season. But then he got the hip injury and he kind of went the other way. And so, you know, he had the surgery and so on. So I think the Cowboys are going to do more of a wait and see. Little touchdown. Thank you very much for the super chat. I think they're going to wait in this year, see what he does, to see, is this the real deal or is it more of a one-year wonder? That's my take, at least, on it. We'll have to wait and see for sure if I'm right on that or not. But I think that the Cowboys aren't in a rush to go ahead and pay him after having just that one really good year. And a lot of the problems with him you could put on the Cowboys, because the Cowboys literally kept moving him from cornerback to safety and everything else. And to me, he never was a cornerback. He was always a safety. He was always a cornerback. And that's where somebody said, you know, Mika Fitzpatrick is not Deion Sanders. If you think safety and cornerback are the same position, you do not know football. They're totally different, because what you get with a cornerback is, generally speaking, your back is to the quarterback. You're on an island in most coverages covering a guy. You're following him all around the field. Safety, your job is totally different. You're facing the quarterback. You're reading the quarterback's eyes. You are put into the box to make the tackles. So it's not anywhere near. Now, you'll have some cornerbacks as they slow down that become safeties, because they don't have the speed to match up with the wide receivers. But it's two totally different things. And you have to be a little bit crazy being a safety. A safety, I'm becoming a celebrity? I think not. I appreciate the thoughts there, Marino, but I am so far from being a celebrity. Dude, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, okay? You saw me, you see what I did last night? I got 12 greasy, big-ass pork shoulders. I'm slicing and dicing. I'm putting rub on those things. I'm out here grilling and cooking now for Sunday. Celebrities I know, they ain't doing all this stuff, man. I appreciate it, though, bro. Appreciate it. But I'm not a celebrity. Does Jerry Jones believe in Dak Prescott? Why is our supposed leader not signed, Mark? Right now, I think it's by design at the moment, because think about this.
There's a creating room to pay him too.
Think about, it's like Victor here. Let me use Victor as an example. Victor likes attention. Victor will do and say anything for attention, even though you tell him, Victor, you're being an idiot. Victor, we're going to put you in timeout. Victor, you're sounding stupid. But yet he still does it. Why? He craves the attention. Think about the attention that Jerry Jones gets with Zeke Elliott. Zeke who? He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Zeke who? I'm Jerry. Firing Jimmy Johnson. I'm Jerry Jones, damn it. This is my team. I could put any number of 500 guys. Stello, thank you very much. I could put any number of 500 coaches out there. It's the ego. And think about being at that press conference. His son went ahead. He worked out all the details and everything else, got him signed. But Jerry Jones is there, popping that jersey. Zeke who? Come on, man. And everybody is talking about the Dak Prescott contract. When's Jerry going to say? Jerry don't want, And then finally, boom, it'll come through. They'll have the big press conference. You heard him today. You heard Jerry. Jerry said, nobody saw that coming from Dak. Nobody saw. I said, attention, ho. Oh. Stello. Oh, man. Attention, ho. No, you didn't. Jerry says nobody saw that coming. Well, I tell you what. I thought that Dak Prescott was going to be a real deal quarterback. I thought he was worth taking a chance on. And all this stuff where you hear like Shannon Sharp saying, well, he only threw for 200 and some yards for the game. Well, in 2014, the smoker, actually, I got that. I got it last year at Home Depot. Here's what I do, Isaac, okay, because I ain't a wealthy man, is I look for bargains. And what I did was I actually bought it on clearance last year at Home Depot, I think about this time. It's about a $400 smoker. I think it was $250 when I bought it. Jason Garrett. There you go. I love it because when you set it at 220, it stays at 220. I can still put my wood and stuff in there, so I get the smoke and stuff on it, but you can walk away from it, and it will still hold at that temperature. I don't care if it starts out at 80 degrees during the day and drops to 50 at night. It's still going to go. The only bad thing is it's not a real big pan in there that you can put a lot of wood into it to smoke, but it does the job. You see, I've got 12 pork shoulders out there. Dylan, you know how much a pork shoulder costs? Pork shoulder is a gnarly piece of meat. I dare say one good steak costs more than one of those pork shoulders, buddy. It's about $1 a pound. Not real expensive. So I won't say eating like a king. That's well, I tell you what. Let me say this. It is golden deliciousness.
Yeah, the way you make this.
Breaking news: Jones for Mika. No. You got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. I ain't seen that. Hold up. Happy New Year. What the? If that broke, that would I'd be surprised with. I see nothing about that. I see Trayvon Austin out for a game, of course, with a concussion. Surprise, surprise. What will you get for Charlton?
We're talking about Daniel Jones?
No, Byron Jones.
Or Jones ain't get traded for nothing? No one's trading for Byron Jones.
Let me double check on this. Just wanted my attention. Yeah.
That's pouring your leg.
Yeah. See, just like, dude, come on, man.
Byron Jones
Come on, man. Don't do that kind of stuff.
guys too.
Don't play like that. Fake news. Come on, man. Come on, man. They should trade. Why you want to trade him?
You don't want to trade Byron Jones.
What is the problem with the screen? The other cam is, I think because of it's actually upstairs, and it's got a bad. It's the Wi-Fi is having a bad connection. That or I got ghost in the machine. Ooh. Okay, let me pull that and see. Let me try this and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, so the cam has got, it's getting a little interference from somewhere on the Wi-Fi. So, no, yeah, sure it's not the smoke. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh, man, that looks good. Oh, my goodness, that looks so, oh, geez, that looks good. It's only a couple hours in. Okay. Block him, Mark. I'm not going to block him. Okay. It's the government. Yeah, they don't want me to show pork. Cali Cowboy, how you doing? Trade marinated recipes, Oxnard style, reaping the 805. You got it, man. Victor Hector Barkley. Oh, man. You know, I tell you what, Witten 88, this actually amazes me because I had one of the small square masterpiece ones before. It's not insulated, and the burner on it was like underneath of it. And when I would smoke a couple of things, it would take like a tank and a half. This one is a lot bigger smoker because, like I said, I've got 3 10-pound plus ones on each rack, right? But the heating element and the burner's on the inside, and it's insulated. I can smoke like all of that. Half a tank is the most it'll take. Seriously, it doesn't take much heat at all because the burner itself is basically, it's got a thermostat in it, so it'll keep it down. So when you're only cooking at 220, it's not a whole lot of heat that it needs to keep on there. Joseph, I don't know if you noticed this, but you got a wrench, which means that you are now actually a moderator. So if you want to put somebody in timeout, now don't get power hungry. Rashid, don't block Rashid.
No, I see.
Okay.
You can't block him.
Well, actually somebody did.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I don't know how, but they did. But Joseph, you are now a moderator. Okay. Stello, I appreciate the super chat. Dak Evans Redskin, pork shoulder man. Yeah, you know what? I'd love to give him some. He knows we all. Chris Jackson, I would like to see both of them get 100 yards too. Now, the pellet ones I hear are pretty good too as well. I haven't used them myself, but I've heard a lot of great things. Oh yeah, Mr. Speed, yeah. There's 12 there's 3 on each one of those racks. There are 12 pork shoulders in there. Don't mess. Well, you know what, Chris? See, here's the thing. Joseph Heatherly is Wyatt Earp. Seriously. At Tombstone, he is Wyatt Earp. And over here on the side, shh, dog, you can't see. Well, I'll tell you what. Right there, you see back behind the light bulb? That's my sheriff pistol. Because from time to time, we get John Wayne in the house. Because people are talking, excuse me, not John Wayne, Clint Eastwood in the house. Kellerman said Dak's a winner, but he's worth only $25 million, and Wentz deserves $32. and you actually want to listen to Max Kellerman, who believes, I mean, come on, let's be honest. So you're saying that Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback? Because he's getting that. Yeah, Jobu Eagles is up there. The not too bright cousin of Jobu's. Matt Dillon. Dallas Cowboy, 1973. I've read a whole lot of emails. I'm not sure if I've read your what. I don't know what your name may be. You think Tony Pollard is a sleeper? Okay, well, understand. Damn, it's after 10 already. Understand that I appreciate that you're sorry, Victor. Okay, you know, if you end up being a solid citizen, man, you know we don't have to say nasty things to you, man. You know, just be cool, man. Just be cool. Um, Understand the first month of the season, there's going to be a lot of stuff. Yeah, I do smoke ribs too. I smoke ribs. I smoke chickens. Actually, I do like tomatoes. Actually, maybe I should do that. So smoked tomato salsa. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I might do that tomorrow too for the tailgate. Yeah, smokes. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll do it. But anyway, is Robert Quinn? No, Robert Quinn is suspended for one more game after this one. He can. But understand the first month of the season, you have teams that are going to look really, really good that are going to end up really being bad. You got other teams that are really, really bad the first month that all of a sudden start getting their stride. Some teams play more players in preseason and they're more ready to go in the beginning of the season. Some teams change philosophies and it takes time for the players to get used to what you're doing. So you really don't know what you have until about October. And to give you an example of that, Tampa Bay won last year against New Orleans, 48-40. Think about that. New Orleans defense came alive the second half of the season, and we're playing lights out. Tampa Bay, well, they scored a lot of points, but they didn't win too many games. And I'll give you another one too. The Colts. The Colts, the first 4 or 5 games of the season, I think they were 1-4. And they turned it around, went on a great run, ended up making the playoffs. So you can't judge everything right now.
L4G, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you being in here now.
But, guys, I got to end this thing because I got work to do. I need to go get my spritz ready because I need to spritz all those pork shoulders out there. I got about 10 heads of cabbage I need to start slicing and dicing to start making coleslaw. I got to be up and at Restaurant Depot at 7 o'clock in the morning because I got to pick up about 50 pounds of hamburger and all the chicken wings so that way I can get that stuff ready for tomorrow as well. I'm going to be cooking my ass off most of the day. I got to make a big ass pot of chili. I got to get all these hamburgers and stuff together. I got to make chicken pasta. And I got to see if I can find out where the team is going to be staying at and see if we can greet them. Victor, I got it, Victor. We know you're sorry. We're cool. We're cool, okay? Just don't act up and we don't have a problem. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Smoking logo. Hector, you're concerned about me. I appreciate that. I'm actually, that's me all the time. I've been that way for years. I'm going 1,000 miles a minute, and I just don't stop, and that's the problem. If you think about it, we drove to Dallas Friday night. You know, literally, I did my show right now, found out my flight was actually scheduled for the following week, and part of that is because I'm dyslexic. A lot of times I think I see what I see, but it's actually reverse of what I see. So in my mind, I see stuff that's, oh, okay, that's it. And then I go back and realize, what the heck was that? And that's the dyslexia. So I was probably looking at it and thinking, okay, it's the first weekend of the month. And thinking, because usually Labor Day isn't that early in the month. It's usually like around the 13th or so when that first game is. But, you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate you worrying about it. I'll be okay until I'm not. So, everybody, the tailgate. Now, I was sending you guys to Cowboys Experience to their website. Mark is abandoning. No, I'm not abandoning you guys. I'm actually taking care of the meat because I want to take care of all the people that are coming to the tailgate. We're going to be in red zone lot, okay? Which is, if you know where the parking structure is, or if you know where we were last year, we were in the green lot, which is right behind the orange lot. If you were to go, if you're facing the stadium, just go to the left. That's where it is. It's actually really close to the metro station. I'm trying to remember which metro station it is.
People's Aguilar, thank you very much for the super chat. But I'm a rum man.
I drink rum, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I had a bad drunk one time for tequila, and it's hard for me. Let my wife buy my tickets next time. Okay. All right. Okay. Smart ass. Yeah. I need somebody to actually just be like my secretary and to help out. That maybe we can grow big enough that I'll have somebody who will be my people. So that way, when I say, Jerry, have your people call my people, I can say, I got a people. Anybody? Okay. My chicken pasta, it's a grilled chicken pasta, man. Man. Did I hear about Earl Thomas and Kellen Moore talking? Talking about what? Because he's under contract with Baltimore. If they're talking about trading, then that's tampering. Hennessy? I'm sorry, I'm a rum man. Did you trash the helmet yet? Oh, you mean the giant helmet? It's lonely. I hope he gets a friend in there. The station, it's Morgan Boulevard. It's the closest one. And it's not really that far away. Morgan Boulevard, if you want to take the metro, is actually the closest station. I think from the stadium itself, I think it's 0.8 miles. And it's like halfway. Where we are is about halfway there. Oh, well, wait. I tell you what. Wait till tomorrow morning when you see how that stuff's done, when it's been in for about 12 hours and getting closer to being done. So we'll definitely make sure we get you guys. The trolls are strong here. They're actually not as strong tonight because we don't have all of the Giant fans in here other than Rashid. Most of those cockroaches have kind of left. Thoughts on Mika Fitzpatrick? Great contract, young guy, hard safety. Wouldn't be bad. Check the door for the smoker. I believe it's closed. But anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. So, as much as I want to stay, if you guys are like night owls like me, I'm going to be up for several hours working on the barbecue. So I'll do some barbecue reports in the middle of the night so that way you guys can see how it's looking and hopefully keep me awake as well. But I want to thank everybody for all the support. We'll be in Red Zone lot. If you want to show up, come on by and everything else. If you want to make a donation to help out, to help cover some of the costs and stuff, it's more than welcome. We're going to be doing some drawings. Like I said, Joseph Heatherly has donated a whole bunch of great stuff and things. I'm going to be bringing some of that stuff and start doing some drawings from some of the names from the Super Chats. So that's something else I need to do. And with that being said, guys, you ain't got to go home, but it's time for me to turn off the lights because this party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.